Hey there folks, I'm going to walk you through the projects for October-Mondrian for October. We have two different projects that we are suggesting, and of course if you do want to do your own project, that's perfectly fine as well. For K through second grade, we're recommending a Mondrian inspired collage, and for third through sixth grade, some Mondrian inspired spider webs. So let me take a look at the slides here real quick. So this first one is the collage. These are the materials and so forth you'll need. These are all on the presentation slides at the end there, so you can take a look at them there. And then also the third through sixth suggested activity of the spider webs. So I'm going to walk you through the projects themselves. Let me turn my camera around here. All right, hey there. Okay, so kindergarten through second grade, we are looking at some Mondrian inspired collages. So the kids are going to get a half sheet of construction paper. So you know we have those really long sheets of white and black construction paper. We're going to do half piece of the white construction paper, so it's about 9 by 12 for each of the kids. And then they are going to take some black construction paper, and really you're only going to need about 1/2 sheet of the black construction paper per every 2 kids, because what they're going to do is take it and cut about a 1/2 to 3/4 inch strip of black paper. Okay, so these are going to make up those black lines on your Mondrian inspired collage. So they're going to cut this black paper into strips, and then they can take those strips and place them on their white construction paper wherever they like, in whatever pattern they want. With the first graders, second graders, you may get something looking a little bit more like this. Kindergarten and some of the first graders, you may get something looking more like this, and that's okay too. It's really their project. It's inspired. It does not have to look exactly like a Mondrian. So they're going to take those black strips of paper, and they can then glue them onto their white construction paper in whatever pattern they like. Then you're going to give each table or group of kids, start out with one piece of blue, red, and yellow, one of each, and they can cut long strips of this too. They'll make them wider. They can make rectangles, they can make squares from this to then fill in the grid that they made initially. So you can see here we have sort of a traditional Mondrian, along with, if you can see it there, some of the movement from Broadway Boogie Woogie and Victory Boogie Woogie and something extra here. So, you know, it's really up to them how they want to do it. This is a lot of cutting. So for kindergarten and even some first graders, it may be a little bit hard. If it's too much cutting for them, they are welcome to maybe start by cutting the black paper, do the lines in black, and then they can pull out their crayons and fill in with their crayons, and that's perfectly fine. You know, if kids are getting frustrated with the cutting, because it can be hard still for some of the little ones to do a lot of cutting, they can absolutely fill in with crayons, and you know, it's still the same idea. They're doing the same kind of thing. But we thought the collage would be kind of fun. So that's what those younger guys are going to do. And they will put their name on the back and take those home with them. All right, so for materials there, you're going to need all the construction paper. We'll have that on the carts for you, and extra supplies on the shelves up against the wall marked Grace Arts. In addition, they're going to need scissors, they're going to need glue sticks. These are things that they typically have in their desk or in their classroom. We have found over the years that primarily kids will use what they have in their desk rather than what we bring into the classroom. So we're going to have glue sticks and some extra scissors on the cart, but they can just use what they have. Those will be there as a backup if you need them. We, in Grace Arts, we did give some goodie bags to the teachers this year to sort of help supplement what we tend to use, because we do find that the kids tend to use their own supplies. So we gave the teachers a little something across the board to sort of help out with that. So feel free to do it that way. You don't have to hand out glue sticks and scissors and collect them back. Okay, so for the 3rd to 6th grade suggested activity, we have Mondrian inspired spider webs. And this month, 6th grade is going to mount their projects. So we'll get into what that means for those of you who are new to this. But what they're going to do is take a half sheet of the construction paper. So again, it'll be approximately 9 by 12, that half sheet. And each student is going to get one of those. They're going to probably want to start with a pencil to start creating their spider web, and then go over it with a black Sharpie that we'll have on the cart. And they can use the black Sharpie to go over the entire spider web, and then they can draw a spider if they like as well. And then they're going to fill in spaces on here in the web with blue, red, and yellow oil pastels. So we should get some nice popping colors there. So to draw the spider web, if kids are sort of trying to figure out how to do it, I'll give you just a quick little idea of how to start this. But what you're going to do, and this is why they may want to start with pencil, simply because they may want to erase, but what you can do here is start with a little circle anywhere on your page, and from that circle you're going to create a sunburst pattern with lines coming straight out to the edge of your page. And here we've got, let's see, 6 lines. They could do 6, 7. The more lines they have, the smaller their sections are going to be to color in, but it's completely up to them how they want to do it. And they can even add lines later if they want. But so you're going to create that sunburst pattern, and then from there you start in the center and just go around, 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 and make the web all the way out, okay? So if anybody needs a little tutorial on that, you can sort of walk them through how to create the web. And here we have a fat little spider on our web too. So the kids can add a spider. We've got a little template here for drawing the spider, which let me get that out from behind, which I'll provide to you guys also. You can see here, you just can start with a circle, couple of circles, add your legs and the little dots, but really that's only one way to draw a spider. They can draw it however they like. But just to give them an idea in case they're stuck and having a hard time. Let's see here. So then again, like I said, you're gonna go back to your spider web once you've got it filled in with Sharpie, and take your oil pastels. I only had markers here, but you're gonna take your oil pastels and fill in the areas with the oil pastels. And again, this is sort of, Mondrian inspired, so they can do some other things if they like. We would like them to stick to the colors, primarily because that was his real idea, was the shapes, the colors, and non-colors. So we want to stick to the colors, but they can certainly go back over some of their sections and do a little bit from Broadway Boogie Woogie, the smaller shapes, dots, and so forth if they like. Absolutely, this is just one example of how they can do it. So for 6th grade, once they finish their spider web, they want to make sure that they have their name on the back as well, just in case things get separated. But for that, you're going to then take, and I don't have a full sheet of black paper here at my house, but what you're going to do is take the full sheet of black paper instead of the little half sheet, so it's going to be much bigger. Give them each a full sheet of black paper to mount their artwork on, whichever way they want to mount it, and give them a label. Stick a label on the paper, and they write their name and their teacher's name on there. And then you will take these as the docent, collect them all from the 6th graders and put them into the Grace Art cabinet in the PTA closet. From there, we will then hang them up beginning of November when all of the projects are done, and the kids will get to see their spiders hanging up in the lobby of the school. And let's see, that is it for the projects. We will have everything provided for you on the carts in the PTA closet, and if you have questions about that or are confused where to go and how to get everything, check out Google Classroom. The introduction to Grace Arts topic has a bunch of helpful information in there, okay? So good luck, have a great month. I think it'll be a lot of fun for the kids. Thanks so much.